Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Folks, Ethereum ought to be a security, or not? Individuals appear to be failing to remember the XRP settlement is around the bend. Furthermore, we've seen huge purchases and bunches of forward movement coming for XRP. As a matter of fact, the main coin today, that is in the green contrasted with a great deal of others in the red currently, will be investigating precisely exact things happening with EFE gear, as well as XRP, is critical inflows and a gigantic whale purchasing a huge sum. The entirety of that in this video. Make a point to like and buy in button. We should get directly into it. So return to the channel, everyone. We should discuss XRP. What's more, there's been a few huge improvements happening throughout the most recent few days, especially allowed out the end of the week. Presently we draw nearer and nearer to the Walk 6 cutoff time. What we as a whole are hanging tight for, is that settlement. Are we genuinely going to at long last find the solution, that we want the result that we are hanging tight for as far as the worth of the settlement, yet the more extensive digital currency market today? Down around 1.6%, exchanging at around 2.33 trillion, and volume is up. However, it generally will be on a Monday versus the end of the week. What you notice XRP, holding up around 51.36, and really outflanking the majority of the other altcoins. You see a hypothesis, at 2.6%, Solana 2.4%, as well as Evade at 4% on Coin Cardano, all in huge decay. XRP is holding up at 0.19 negative, simply under a level execution. Saying this doesn't imply that our volume isn't up 125% up. So what's going on? What is happening when we discuss XRP? All things considered, similar to I said, we see a lot of contention, all lounging around Ethereum. Gary Gensler obviously given his view, yet Ethereum was a security quite a while back. Yet what does it mean we get to see? Well, the XR People group discussed ETH Get debate, and how claimed Ethereum 3 past adversely impacted the old coin, and that conflicts with the perspectives Ethereum as a security, however, at that point failed to address it and pursued Swell, is extremely fascinating. So say Swell lose all increases from past 7 days, exchanging at 50 pennies prior Monday. XRP holders have the eyes stripped for protections and trade commission recording of a resistance brief to Swell's movement to strike master declaration, on the rear of that the ETH Get contention. A paranoid idea that Ethereum got a free pass from US controllers has re-emerged, and this is significant. We know David Schwartz given his perspectives on it, however it is archives yet to be delivered. Yet, the claim here is that conflict with the conviction that hypothesis was a security, assuming that was the situation. For what reason was it Ethereum not put in a similar classification as XRP? Presently this could have huge consequences. Yet again, in the event that this emerges, totally the view would be that the SEC are purposely going after unambiguous coins and organizations rather than having a more extensive administrative stance, which we've seen with things like Obligation Box and Pound RY. So exceptionally fascinating to see. Presently on the rear of that, however, we truly do really see huge inflows coming for XRP and Solana. Yet $4.5 million in the midst of a developing interest around altcoins. Inexplicitly over Bitcoin, we realize Bitcoin has pulled back a smidgen, and individuals are hoping to expand their positions, including of a $435 million worth of surges from the occupant ETFs. Yet they appear to be moving somewhat more into XRP and more extensive altcoins out of that Bitcoin story. That is the reason we're seeing the cost push down in Bitcoin. Additionally, however, and this is where it gets intriguing, we are seeing critical purchases of huge wallets north of 20.9 million. XRP was moved from Binance to an obscure wallet. Presently, there has been a significant number of these exchanges throughout the span of the last week, as we feel whales are collecting. Presently, I discussed this on my live stream, that at last whales, anybody with more than 155 days of a resource that has not been sold are aggregating and give no indications of selling. Presently this is significant for the more extensive market, yet it gives indications of solidarity. What's more, really that we could see a critical cost rise coming incredibly soon. Yet again, so there's a ton of stuff happening with XRP, which we are in general hanging tight for the settlement from the SEC, which presently might be deferred, given the eighth door discussion now whether we'll see this will be this another Hindman record circumstance, perhaps. Yet it unquestionably is extremely fascinating, and grandstands that assuming this is valid, there would be a one more call for Gary Gensler to go. Many individuals fail to remember the reality. They tweeted out that the Bitcoin ETFs were supported and individuals lost large number of dollars through some total and unadulterated depravity emerging from that. This would be another of those online journals, and most likely one that I don't completely accept, that Gary Gans return from top novice, and a large number of the others in the house would totally require his renunciation. So on the off chance that you investigate a portion of his cost, what do we got moving on? Once more, well, we skipped off that base helpline at 49.82. With a pleasant push possibly to the potential gain at 51.62. We need to break over 5,284. As you can see that as of now for the afternoon, we are up 1.2% with regards to value, a decent green light. Notwithstanding, Bitcoin is beginning to move. This could be a decent sign going into the week. Remember, in a real sense several hours, we have the Hong Kong ETF sending off too, so we might see a critical meeting and afterward it's on to the races. Or whether we see XRP become an ETF before Ethereum. Loads of individuals accept we get a hypothesis on first, however evidence of stake appears as though it's placed a stake in that thought. Tell me your thought process. What's your view? Is Gary Gensler by lying about the way that assuming get is a thing should XRP try and have needed to persevere through these most recent few years? What's more, would it be a good idea for us to simply all get along? That is all there is to it for the video. If it's not too much trouble, as and by in my channel. See you soon, bye.